Another day in paradise. So, g'day folks, welcome to Fat Bastard Garage. I'm Big Keg, and today for something a bit different, we're going to do a little bit of a jobby on a little amplifier that I've had for a while. And the only reason we're going to do the job on it is because yesterday I got a cord. So, yeah, I tried to use it and it didn't work. The amplifier turns on, guitar turns on, but that shows when the guitar lead went into there, it was all a bit scratchy and the sound wasn't really coming out that well. And the same applied when I did the amplifier, and as you can see, I've already attacked it. But yeah, anyway, I haven't got it going yet, so we'll just muck around with this and see how it goes. Alright. So basically all the amps are about the same. You know, they've all got a box like that. They normally got a backboard like that, and a speaker cover like that. So, and your speaker obviously goes onto there. Hang on. Yeah, so basically everything just unscrews and screws back up, and don't really have to show you exactly how that's done, but there's these sides. Hang on. Backboard has two screws there. Get my fingers out. Two Phillips heads there, two on the other side, and your backboard comes off. And the speaker has two more screws there. There, and then that pulls out. And then your actual, you can see on top there, 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's for your control box. So yeah, once you take those 4 screws out, the whole box should just slip straight out of the back of your speaker box, and you end up with that. Now, I've taken, show you there, I've taken all the knobs and everything off these. These have got a collar nut on them, 15mm, that just keeps the whole lot in place sort of thing, just a locking nut. These have all got the same. I've taken all those off just in case I had to pull something out from around the back of it. But yeah, you don't have to. This is all fairly pitted, as you can see, so I don't really know what I'm going to do there. I wouldn't mind, yeah, trying to fix that up. But anyway, yeah, on we go. So yeah, you can pull all that off, pull that out. You can pull those off, and then you can actually replace them. But you've got to get the whole circuit board out to do that. Alright, so this is what all the components look like. Now, I'll tell you straight up now, I know nothing about this sort of stuff at all. I've never done electronics in my life, and I've got no idea. But I do know that there and that there are where your guitar lead plugs in. You can have a high and a low. And all these little things here, they're called pots. Those, that's all your controls for your treble, bass, gain, the whole bloody lot. Now, if I show you down there, you can see it's a bit brown and muddy, so it looks like it got sort of wet at one stage. So I'm not really quite sure what's going on there. But also, if you have a look down here, just there's a fuse. Now, I took that out and had to get my daughter to have a look because I'm buggered if I could fucking see it. It was that bright. It's like, talk about your hair. That's about it. So yeah, anyway, I unplugged all this, checked it all out, then I went through. Hang on, I'm not bloody. Yeah, so anyway, I unplugged it all and plugged it back in again. as much as I could. I checked all the little bits and pieces in there. I mean, I don't know how you bloody tell with these diodes, but like, I think the diodes don't actually blow up. No, I mean, don't quote me. It's the connections more than anything else. So yeah, and on these, I'll show you sideways. Up underneath there is where they're actually soldered, or soldered, as the Americans say, but us Aussies say soldered. We're using a soldering iron, not a sodding iron. Sodding is, yeah, something else altogether. Anyway, so I chucked the light on those and I wiggled them around, and I can't see anything wrong. But generally, if you can get at those really easily, and you can't in this case, yeah, they can crack. The actual joints, the solder joints themselves, can crack, and that can cause, yeah, not proper grounding, or yeah, your sound will bugger up. Alright, so with the guitar yesterday, it was playing up here, so I undid all this. This is a Fishman setup. I undid all this, I still couldn't get it going, so then I went up here, just froze again, and undid all that, and checked the wires inside. Now, to check the wires inside, I had to pull the strings off, but the strings were knackered anyway, so yeah. And then, yeah, I took the bridge out. Sorry, that wasn't very good. We'll edit that bit. I don't know whether you can see the little sparkly bits in there. Underneath the bridge there's a copper line through there. That's my actual pickup. So that is what gives you your noise through the strings. And then you have, geez, my camera works bad today. Then you have your bridge, sits on top of that. String reverberates, goes down into that, comes out the chord. So yeah, with this, I noticed yesterday that my strings were sitting a bit high, so I'm going to sand that down and make that a little bit lower as well. Through everything, sprayed it with silicone on these dials at the back on the pots. So I've hooked the speaker back up, power's back, hooked back up. So yeah, we'll plug the cord into the guitar and see what happens. Alright, guitar's plugged in. For a bit of power. We have power. Turn up. What's that one? That's your volume. And that's your master, so we'll go as high as we can with those. So that's all plugged together. Now I know I haven't got any strings, but woo! Yeah. Well, how's that? Just shocked myself. Obviously there must have been something loose somewhere. Like I said, I did pull the one out of the back of the guitar, fiddle with where the actual bayonet cap or bayonet went into, or the 1/4 inch plug went into there. So yeah, sprayed silicone, and yeah, we've got something working. So yeah, I won't show you how to put it all back together, but I'll put it back together. I'll whack some strings on the guitar, and we'll just see what it sounds like. All right, over. Yeah, before I put my strings on, I got this new guitar winder, like winds the tuners. It's got nippers there for cutting strings, and the fork piece there for getting your pegs out. Now, This is how, this is what you get when you pay $2 for something from China. I don't know whether you can see there, but that turns and I don't know if you can see that or not. The bloody thing hits. So when you're trying to do them up, your tuning pegs, you've got to have it open like that. Because the bloody thing hits, like, I mean, I know I've only got to fold that down, but fuck me dead. Couldn't they have done it better than that? That's what you get. Okay, so strings on the guitar. Switch this bugger on and see what happens. Can't tell anything yet. Okay, peoples, guitar is done. As you can hear. So we'll switch this bugger on and see what happens. Bloody nothing. Oh, hang on. I've got to switch that off. There we go. Okay, so it's all fixed and going. Can't really show you because I've got to hang on to the phone and I don't have any gear yet to put it on a stand or such. That's on its way. So I can't actually show you playing, but it works. Yeah, so excellent. Just a couple of little things you've got to remember. I have to switch the tuner off to make it go there. So yeah, that's probably what I bloody did last night. I probably had a tuner going, no, I didn't. No, I know that. Anyway, so yeah, it all works. Excellent. I'm no expert in these. Like, I didn't touch any joints or anything, but I did pull it apart as much as I could, put it back together, put a few bits of silicone and like spray around, whatever you, just on things that I pretty happy about that. Yeah, I'm not often I actually finish a bloody job, but yeah, it's not finished. I still like to clean it up a bit more. Probably paint it, whatever. I don't know. It's only a cheap old, I think $99. I've had it for 5 years. It was given to me for nothing. So yeah. Alright, peoples, Fat Bastard Garage saying goodbye. Hooroo.